Dear elders, don't take sleeping pills frequently. It's a natural phenomenon that sleep time decreases with age, and no one will die from insomnia. Sleep when you want to sleep, wake up when you want to wake up. This is the privilege of the elders. Elders, your cholesterol level is not a big deal, even if it is high to a certain extent, because cholesterol is the raw material for the human body to produce immune cells. More the immune cells, the lower the risk of cancer in the elderly. Again, it doesn't matter if the blood pressure is high. Some 50 years ago, humans were generally malnourished. Therefore, when the blood pressure reaches about 150, the blood vessels would rupture. But now, few people are malnourished. So even if the blood pressure exceeds 200, it will not cause blood vessels to rupture. Amazing. So it looks we don't need to worry much about those lab numbers. But who says all these things? Dr. Heidi says so in his book 80-Year-Old War. In this video, I am digging deeper why Japan has turned from quality of product to quality of life and what price they paid for it. We will go into the video what it means to be 80 plus. The wall in the book title symbolizes a key point. When you hit 80, you are not hitting a dead end, you are only reaching a turning point where life can open up in surprising and beautiful ways if you let it. I appreciated that this book is exclusively written to 80-year-old Japanese. Those people have toiled and worked in fields and factories after the disaster of Nagasaki and Hiroshima. They also grew with the fear of earthquake risk. Their only ambition and goal were to develop industrially with the world-class quality. Made in Japan was the proud badge earned by them, be it engineering, automobile, technology, etc. But who made it? It is clearly those 80 plus old people. Now, all those laborers are still living. The demography says Japan has the highest population of the old people, around 40%. Now they are tired, weak, frail, fragile and puny. Even though they are in joint family, Japan has many old age homes. Japan faces a serious aging population crisis. And the pity is nobody wants them. Many Japanese elders grew up under strict social codes. Don't complain, don't burden others, stay useful all through your life. Build your country from rebels to ruby. You will be the manufacturer for the entire world. Yes, they had given whatever the world wanted. They were the champions for them to stimulate their quality consciousness, quality circles, quality certificate, and what have you. The world had enough to walk the standard operating processes. Now, the architects had already given enough to the world. Not anymore. They are tired being useful to their society and to Western management literature all along. Now they feel fulfilled and don't want to be burdened to anyone and wonder how to spend the rest of their life. Sometimes feeling guilty, how can they still be useful? Or should they live long? That is where this book gives them the comfort, the license and permission to be selfish. That is not just advice. It is permission to live freely, and that is powerful. Look at it with the perspective that those are the ways one could live is unknown to them all along. They have worked, toiled, sweated, hustled in their active life. In a country where people are living longer than ever, this book met them where they are. The life after retirement is a cool 20 to 25 years of dependency, assuming average life expectancy up to 80-85 years. This is the time requiring care. Wada's mission is to enrich this window by challenging conventional medical advice and encouraging a natural, relaxed approach to aging. Wada's philosophy departs from the mainstream aggressive medical prescriptions to a peaceful proposal without any medical gaslighting. He is cracking every parameter from sugar, BP, cholesterol. Look at some of his comfort suggestions. There is no need to deliberately lower blood pressure and blood sugar levels. Eat whatever you want. A slightly plump figure is just right. And don't force yourself if you can't sleep. Reject obsessive health metrics in favor of comfort and intuition. Wada's book taps into this tension, offering a counter narrative to the pressure of aging. The tone of the book is gentle, non-judgmental, like talking to a wise friend over tea, not being told how to fix yourself. That emotional safety, taking the guilt away, makes people actually absorb the message. Yes, I did say they are trite, but they are not trite. They are actually truths, filtered by time. Sometimes what elders need is not new advice. They need a familiar truth, spoken clearly, gently, and from someone who makes them feel seen and accepted. They don't like pointing fingers and fault-finding issues. Did I say it's a book? Oh no, it's a conversation. The older we get, simpler the truth becomes. We don't need more answers because our long life has already given enough answers. We need more reminders. The author, a psychiatrist who has sat with the aging souls for decades, doesn't offer secrets. Wada's work challenges us to rethink aging globally. If sales hit 1 million as projected, it could signal a shift in how we approach elderly care. Less about extending life at all costs, more about enhancing its quality. His ideas could spark debates in gerontology. Are we overtreating the elderly? Should healthy aging prioritize independence instead of lab numbers? The 44 sentences offer a blueprint that is both radical and comforting, suggesting that longevity is not about fighting nature, but flowing with it. The 80-year-old wall does not reject Kaizen, it completes it. It says, yes, strive, yes, build, yes, improve. But when you have given all your best, yes, let it go. It's a cultural turning point, like Japan taking off its corporate suit and saying, now I just want to be human. What stands out most is the optimism. Calling 80-year-olds as lucky people flips the script, often framed as burdensome. Whether you buy into every tip or not, the book's promise, no pain, even if no gain, feels like a gentle hand extended to an often overlooked demographic. It's a reminder that aging can be less about loss and more about rediscovering what matters, provides emotional relief and a renewed sense of purpose for older readers, offers practical insights on coping with aging and related challenges, encourages a shift in focus from societal expectations to personal happiness, fosters positive discussions and connections among readers and their loved ones. So, no, this book won't give you a magic pill, but it might give you something better, a reason to smile, to let go, to be okay with who you are today, accepting you at present in whatever stage you are in. It never calls for a change. It never asks you to change for a different version. What you are now is more than enough. And maybe that is the real secret to a long life. The burden of continuing to serve, pleasing others, obeying, and staying useful, that is the quiet pressure and demanding. Elders are respected, yes, but they are also expected to be not a burden. Stay helpful to family, not talk too much about their loneliness. Die with dignity, but not demand attention. Well, that is the situation world over, and this generation don't have a time to listen to your old stories or your wisdom. They want you to be away from this. So what Heidi did is this: a nation full of seniors, rich in years, poor in productivity. When growth ends, wisdom begins. He did not teach people how to live longer. He gave them permission to stop performing. The world continues to belong to them. That is what the 80-year-old war speaks to. And that message is a thunderclap across generations, across cultures. Thanks for watching till the end, and kindly share your take on this theme for the sake of seniors. We will be back with another engaging video.